So I was in a Facebook group the other day, and this woman was in there saying, hey, I've been applying to jobs and reaching out to recruiters on LinkedIn, and nobody's getting back to me. This has gone on for months. I can't seem to get a hold of a recruiter. I keep applying online. What do I do? You quit focusing on recruiters. The key is the hiring manager. Today, we're going to talk about the difference and how to find them. So if we haven't met, my name is Cassandra, and I help motivated professionals build their careers through practical tips to gain career confidence. And we need to talk about this whole recruiter versus hiring manager thing. I hear people all the time talking about, like, I just got to find the recruiter. Yeah, it's a good step. Recruiters are awesome people. I used to work in recruiting. I have a ton of friends in recruiting. I love recruiters, okay? But you need to understand, recruiters are the first person in your job search. They are not the last. They are not the decision maker. The hiring manager is the decision maker. So let's start by talking about the recruiter. The recruiter is important. This is the person that when you apply online and your resume goes into the applicant tracking system, it's going to be a recruiter who scans through all those different resumes to pick out who they think the hiring manager should then interview. So they are important. But the hiring manager at a lot of companies, not all companies, will also at certain jobs go, I want to look at all the resumes too, or send me 20 people and then I'll choose the 5 I want to interview. The hiring manager is never going to have the words hiring manager in their title. Like, this is where people get confused. They go, well, I tried to find the hiring manager, but nobody has that as their title on LinkedIn. Well, right, because the hiring manager is going to change for every job. So if you are looking to be assistant to the director of marketing at a company, the director of marketing is the hiring manager. Obviously, they are the person who will be your supervisor. They are going to be the person in charge of making the final decision that they want you to be their assistant. So whoever would be the person you'd be working for is most likely the hiring manager. So this is why we need to quit just focusing on recruiters on LinkedIn. You need to focus on finding the people in the departments you would love to work in and start building relationships there. Because eventually one day a job will open and one of those people will end up being the hiring manager. The other reason why you want to get to know that person is because often if you already know them and a position becomes available, you can bypass the recruiter step. The hiring manager is going to say to the recruiter, hey, I know you're going to look through all the resumes, but I want you to know I already have these 2 referrals and I'm going to interview these 2 people as part of the 5. It's pretty nice. So that's why we have to meet people in the company. If you can meet the hiring manager, great. But if you can meet other people in the company, other people in the department who are friends in that department, hopefully that department, but even adjacent departments, they can put your name forward for a position and then you bypass that step, that first screen with the recruiter and all of that. This happened to me when I had my job at Wheel of Fortune. I had a friend who knew I was looking and he passed my resume on to his friend who was looking for an assistant to the publicist at Wheel of Fortune. And they saw my resume and went, oh yeah, she could do this, but she'd actually be better for marketing. And marketing is also looking for an assistant. So they passed my resume on to the marketing department. And I just got a call one day from someone in the marketing department saying, hey, we'd love you to come in and interview for this assistant position. And I went through 2 separate rounds of interviews before I got a call from HR saying, hey, we need you to fill out an application. And that was like, wait, so is this a what? Like, I did it all backwards because then they just had to dot all the I's and cross all the T's to make sure I'd gone through protocol, but I never did an initial phone screen. I went straight into the main interviews because someone passed my name along to the hiring manager. Y'all, I love recruiters. Get to know recruiters on LinkedIn. Don't expect them to ever write back to you. They're busy people. Think about it. There's one of them and there's 3,000 of you trying to get a hold of them. They will notice when you talk to them. Send them a note, send them a connection request, but don't make them your only focus. Please start focusing on the people in the departments you would love to work in. One of them will be the hiring manager when that job becomes available. You want to make sure they know your name. That is it for today. I hope you have an excellent day ahead. Go connect with some people on LinkedIn. If you need more job search help, I have a free checklist for you below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.